Hello, welcome to the Everyday Players podcast, Game Week 7 again. These are our 3 November tips for the month. So between myself, Ryan and Tony, we are tipping three players, and whoever scores the highest out of them wins for the month. So he's a little bit of the league table for last month. Still got one more week to go. Myself on top on 44 points, Sterling 22, Ings 19, Mount on 3, and I'm a bit worried with that because I tipped him thinking, no, he's looked a class act. He's picked his game up. I think he's just lost his place now.
Yeah, I think it's in doubt now, isn't it?
Yeah, but the other two are strong players, so they're seeing me through. Ryan got Jimenez 19, Barnes 7, Pereira 7 for 33. How do you think that's went?
Average, really. Apart from Jimenez, the rest have just blanked. I think Barnes I remember he got a goal disallowed in the last minute, which is quite unlucky. But yeah, apart from that, average.
You could catch me, you never know. Only 11 behind.
Yeah, I could do, yeah. I'll always believe in myself.
Someone's got it.
And then Tony Buxton, the tips there. 18 points. Potence 9. Callum Robinson 6, De Bruyne 3. Can I just say something? You're not the only one who backs Potence, but I don't see what the big deal was about him so much on Twitter and these podcasts. They're all tipping Potence, oh, he's going to be the next big thing. He wasn't proven. He got 1 assist against City, and everyone thought he was the best thing since sliced bread. What do you think, Tony?
Yeah, I think because he was playing like where Traore sort of was last year, so everyone expected him to sort of do the role similar, I think. But obviously not. He was playing so bizarrely, like it was off it when they were like attacking, he would sit deep, and then when they were defending, he'd be the top man. And one or two of the games I watched, it was bizarre. So God knows where he's gone wrong, but he is a bust, and he's gone.
I'm glad you admitted
that. If ever. And what's worse, he was my highest scorer on my free hit.
Yeah, I know. To be fair, you got a bit unlucky with De Bruyne getting injured.
Yeah, just points for showing up. That's all my players have got.
I think that Callum Robinson one was. I think he did. He nah.
He scored before the tips.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. I remember I had a look at him actually.
Yeah, he scored 2, and I thought, ooh, and then
nah. But you're glad now you didn't look stupid instead now, Ryan, by picking Callum Robinson.
Yeah, because I did debate it, didn't I? But then I think, it was good I didn't pick him in the end. I'd have been the laughing stock.
Yeah, tragic, man. And then obviously my last one, De Bruyne, injured, so not very good all round, was it? Not for me anyway. But I have 3 brand new ones coming up for you that I'm very confident about.
Well, that's it, because you're in the wooden spoon position, Tony. Do you want to go first? Who are you tipping for November?
I'm tipping my first one, Marcus Rashford. I know I tipped him for Player of the Week the other week, and of course it come through. We got 15 points. I think United are just looking good again, and I think even though the fixtures aren't exactly an easy run, I just feel like they can beat anyone at the minute, especially with the way the Premier League's running. And like I always say, I think he'll be involved in it.
Yeah. And next?
Antonio, West Ham. Duplicate. They're playing the 2 relegation dogs in the next couple of games, and I just think he'll absolutely tear him in half and rack up the points there. Sheffield United and Fulham.
Yeah, next.
Were you laughing at?
Just go. One more. And then I'll intervene.
Okay, Jack Grealish. I think Villa aren't exactly going to batter people, aren't exactly going to get battered. I think they're just going to so level it out a little bit, and I think he'll get a good few points next month.
Yeah, so I mean, he's got some good fixtures, Grealish, and Rashford's looking sharp again. Got a goal and assist against Newcastle. 3 in 15 minutes, wasn't it, against Red Bull Leipzig?
Yeah, solid, mate. Absolutely solid. So, like, all these 3 picks are affordable, whereas, like, to the extent where you won't need to take a minus for them, you could replace, like, an average midfielder and get them in. So, they're all affordable and all going to do very well. Promise.
Oh, the one thing I just wanted to say about Antonio, he could be a doubt, you know. He came off injured.
Why? What's happened to him? Does he hurt himself?
He came off injured against Man City, so he's a doubt. So, you know, he might play, but it's very risky. He might not even play at all.
I hope he plays.
He's a doubt for this game against Liverpool, isn't he? It's his hamstring, isn't it? I think it's hamstring injury. So
I don't have a clue, clearly.
I think it is.
They're not easy things to recover from, them hamstrings, but unless you're Son, then you miraculously recover in a week.
Yeah, stick with it, Tony. He'll be playing.
Don't have a substitute. I must have been asleep for that game. Apologies, guys.
Right, Ryan.
So my first tip is Zaha. So he's got 5 goals so far, 1 assist. Got Wolves, Leeds, Burnley, and Newcastle coming up. So some decent games. He's like a new man this season, to be honest. I've never been a fan of him when it comes to fantasy footy, but yeah, he's doing very well at the minute. Second tip is Werner. Got Burnley, Sheffield United, Newcastle, and Tottenham. Scored yesterday in the Champions League. It'd be interesting to see whether he's on penalty duty now. I know Jorginho missed one. It'd be interesting to see whether Lampard sticks with him or whether he just gives it to Werner. Next one, I'm going to go with Jared Bowen. Another West Ham player. So, they play Liverpool, Fulham, Sheffield United, and Villa. So, yes, some winnable games now besides Liverpool.
See, I agree with 2 of them, Zaha and Bowen, and I was thinking Bowen's could be the man if Antonio's out. I did think, they've got some good fixtures. It's Fulham, Sheffield United and Villa. Yeah. So I completely agree with that. And because of that, I'm going to have to change my picks, I think.
Yeah. Well, then you'll have to think on the spot then.
Well,
yeah, come on.
I had all the stats ready for Jared Bowen and Will Zaha. Yeah. How I was going to do it. Right, okay, first one. Here's a good tip for you. It's not like the sexiest pick. Vladimir Kufal.
All right.
Who?
Down, right back. Like I was saying, plays Fulham, Sheffield United and Villa. He's only owned by 0.3%. 4.5 he is at the moment, so he's affordable. I could maybe get him in for my team, but I'd have to get Justin. But he's one I'm tipping for this week. If you need a 4.5 mid defender, that's who you need to pick.
Right.
Second pick. I think because you stole mine, I think I get to go for a premium, to be honest.
Yeah, go on then. And
I'm going to say Son. And I know that sounds like I'm going for one of the safest bets, but Spurs have got one of the hardest run-ins, supposedly. They play West Brom, and then they play City and Chelsea, and then they got Arsenal at the start of next month. City and Chelsea, obviously, on paper looks hard, but he can score against them, really good teams.
Yeah, definitely.
Why not? They're still a bit shaky in defence.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know if you want to look at that, if that's safe or if that's risky, against hard teams.
Better make it up on the spot anyway.
Shocking.
No, the last one.
Well, go on then.
Who I'm going for? Someone completely... We're going to have to go someone. Okay. Jamie Vardy.
Right.
I was thinking about him as well.
Scored tonight. Scored on the weekend, even though he came back from injury. Doesn't have the easiest games, though. It's Leeds, Wolves, and then Liverpool. Like I was saying, Leeds concede a little bit. Liverpool have been a bit shaky as well. They've had a few defensive worries with, Fabinho's now injured.
Yeah.
as well. Matip, Van Dijk, obviously. So he's one I'm tipping anyway. One I've had to think of the spot. Why not? He's scored 2 in the last 2 games. He goes on them runs. Why can't he do that?
Yeah, you can score against anyone, Vardy, to be fair.
That's it. And that's why I was thinking with Son as well. Son and Vardy score against anyone. Not the easiest fixtures. I found it quite, don't know about you, found it quite difficult picking a team that had, easier fixtures.
There wasn't really many standouts for me when I was looking through it. Like, not many at all. When I thought we were doing the pick of the week, I was struggling for one, so I've had to proper dig in there because it just doesn't really look that obvious anywhere for me.
Yeah. West Ham Palace, that's where it's at, isn't it?
Yeah. That's it. I think we all levitated towards West Ham, and I was going to pick 2 West Ham players with Kufal and Owen.
Yeah. Right.
But anyway, we'll see how that goes. We've got the end of this week, so we'll see how that goes with October's picks. Only three weeks for November, right. So we'll see who wins that. Most likely, it's looking like me for this month, but we'll see.
Does he think he is?
Anna?
Well, yeah, it's pretty easy to win, like when you pick the best player in the league.
Well, that's like myself, isn't it? Right. Well, thanks very much, gentlemen, for picking your November tips. And I'll see you at the same time next week.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All updates of the tips will be on Instagram too. We'll update them weekly. So tune into that. Thank you very much.
Thanks now.